Dr. Chan Thomas's book, The Adam and Eve Story, has sparked considerable debate and controversy since its release, primarily due to its bold assertions regarding the cyclical nature of civilization and the catastrophic events that could reshape humanity's future. This work, which delves into the potential for cataclysmic occurrences that could lead to the downfall of modern society, has not only captured the attention of scholars and conspiracy theorists alike, but has also been classified by the CIA as a document of interest. This classification underscores the significance of Thomas's theories, suggesting that they may hold implications that extend beyond mere speculation. The book posits that humanity has faced similar upheavals in the past, driven by natural disasters and cosmic events. And it raises the alarming possibility that we are on the brink of experiencing such turmoil once again. The implications of these theories are profound as they challenge our understanding of history and the resilience of human civilization. If Thomas's predictions hold any truth, they could fundamentally alter our perception of the future and our place within it. The potential impact of these ideas on global civilization is immense. They provoke critical questions about preparedness, survival, and the very fabric of society. As we navigate an increasingly complex world, the notion that we might be on the verge of a significant upheaval forces us to reconsider our priorities and the systems we have in place. The dramatic predictions outlined in The Adam and Eve Story hint at a future where natural disasters, climate change, and other catastrophic events could converge, leading to widespread chaos and a re-evaluation of our existence. This sense of impending doom can be both captivating and terrifying, engaging viewers and readers to reflect on their own lives and the legacy they wish to leave behind. The book serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our civilization and the potential for history to repeat itself in ways we may not fully comprehend. As we delve deeper into the theories presented by Dr. Thomas, it becomes clear that the stakes are high. The possibility of cataclysmic events reshaping our world is not merely a plot device. It is a call to action for individuals and societies to prepare for the unknown. The urgency of this message resonates in a time when global challenges such as climate change, political instability, and social unrest are at the forefront of our collective consciousness. Engaging with the ideas in The Adam and Eve Story encourages us to confront uncomfortable truths about our existence and the choices we make as a species. In conclusion, Dr. Chan Thomas's controversial book serves as a crucial lens through which we can examine the vulnerabilities of our civilization and the potential for dramatic change. Its classification by the CIA adds an element of intrigue, suggesting that the implications of Thomas's theories extend far beyond the pages of his book. As we reflect on the predictions of cataclysmic events, we are reminded of the importance of resilience, adaptability, and foresight in the face of uncertainty. The conversation surrounding the Adam and Eve story is not just about the past. It is a vital discourse on the future of humanity and the choices we must make to navigate the challenges that lie ahead. Dr. Chan Thomas was a multifaceted individual whose career spanned various fields, most notably engineering and research. He spent a significant portion of his professional life at McDonnell Douglas, a major aerospace manufacturer, where he applied his engineering expertise to the development of advanced technologies. His work in this high-stakes environment not only honed his technical skills, but also provided him with a unique perspective on the intersection of science and the unknown. Thomas's background in engineering equipped him with a rigorous analytical framework, which he later applied to his explorations of more esoteric subjects, including the nature of human existence and the potential for catastrophic events that could reshape civilization. Beyond his engineering career, Dr. Thomas was a prolific writer and researcher with a diverse range of interests. He delved into topics that many would consider fringe or unconventional, such as unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and extrasensory perception, ESP. His fascination with these subjects reflected a broader curiosity about the mysteries of the universe and humanity's place within it. This eclectic mix of interests informed his writing, particularly in The Adam and Eve Story, where he sought to connect scientific principles with profound philosophical questions. Despite the controversial nature of his work, Thomas's scientific background lent a degree of credibility to his theories, prompting readers to consider the implications of his ideas seriously. However, misconceptions about Dr. Chan Thomas and his work abound, particularly regarding the classification of his book. Many people mistakenly believe that the CIA's interest in The Adam and Eve Story was due to its sensational claims or conspiracy theories. In reality, the classification was more about the potential implications of his theories on global stability and the cyclical nature of civilization. The CIA's classification of the book highlights the seriousness with which his ideas were regarded, suggesting that they warranted further examination in the context of national security and preparedness. This misunderstanding often overshadows the scientific rigor that underpinned Thomas's work, leading to a perception that he was merely a fringe theorist rather than a serious thinker with a background in engineering and research. Furthermore, the name Chan Thomas itself has led to confusion, as some have speculated about the origins and implications of his name in relation to his theories. However, it is essential to focus on the content of his work rather than the misconceptions surrounding his identity. Dr. Thomas's contributions to the discourse on civilization's vulnerabilities and the potential for cataclysmic events are what truly matter. His engineering background provided him with the tools to analyze complex systems, while his interests in UFOs and ESP reflected a broader quest for understanding the unknown. In summary, Dr. Chan Thomas was a complex figure whose career as an engineer at McDonnell Douglas laid the foundation for his later explorations into the mysteries of existence. His diverse interests and the classification of his book by the CIA have contributed to a narrative that often oversimplifies his contributions. By recognizing the depth of his work and the context in which it was created, we can better appreciate the significance of his theories and their implications for humanity. The Adam and Eve Story by Dr. Chan Thomas presents a thought-provoking exploration of humanity's past, present, and future, centered around the themes of cyclical cataclysms and the potential for pole shifts. At its core, the book posits that human civilization is not a linear progression, but rather a series of cycles marked by periods of advancement, followed by catastrophic events that lead to significant societal upheaval. Thomas argues that these cataclysms, often triggered by natural phenomena such as pole shifts, have occurred throughout history and will continue to shape the trajectory of human existence. The premise of cyclical cataclysms suggests that the Earth undergoes periodic shifts that can dramatically alter its climate and geography, leading to the collapse of established civilizations. Thomas draws on various historical examples to illustrate this point, suggesting that past societies have faced similar challenges, resulting in their eventual decline. He emphasizes that these events are not merely random occurrences, but part of a larger pattern that humanity must recognize and prepare for. This cyclical view of history invites readers to reconsider their understanding of civilization's progress and the fragility of human achievements in the face of natural forces. Another significant theme in the book is the idea that humanity exists within a cycle of advanced civilizations. Thomas posits that each cycle brings forth a new level of technological and cultural advancement, only to be followed by a period of regression due to cataclysmic events. This perspective challenges the notion of perpetual progress, suggesting instead that civilizations rise and fall in a rhythm dictated by the Earth's natural cycles. The implications of this theory are profound, as they encourage readers to reflect on the sustainability of modern society and the potential for future disruptions. The historical context of the book's publication in 1966 is also crucial to understanding its themes and predictions. During this period, the world was grappling with significant social, political, and environmental changes. The Cold War was at its height, and concerns about nuclear war loomed large in the public consciousness. Additionally, the environmental movement was beginning to gain traction as awareness of ecological issues started to emerge. In this climate of uncertainty, Thomas's exploration of cyclical cataclysms resonated with a society anxious about its future. His predictions of potential disasters and the need for preparedness struck a chord, prompting readers to consider the vulnerabilities of their own civilization. The book's publication during this tumultuous time allowed it to tap into the collective fears and hopes of a generation seeking answers to the pressing questions of existence and survival. In summary, the Adam and Eve story encapsulates several key themes, including the cyclical nature of cataclysms, the rise and fall of advanced civilizations, and the historical context of its 1966 publication. Dr. Chan Thomas's work challenges readers to confront the reality of humanity's precarious position within the larger framework of Earth's natural cycles. By examining the patterns of the past, he urges us to prepare for the future, recognizing that the lessons of history may hold the key to navigating the challenges that lie ahead. The book serves as both a warning and a call to action, inviting us to reflect on our place in the ongoing story of humanity. Throughout history, various theories and pieces of evidence have emerged regarding cataclysmic events that have shaped the Earth and its civilizations. One of the most notable figures in this discourse is Charles Hapgood, whose theories on Earth's shifting crust and pole shifts have garnered attention and sparked debate. Hapgood proposed that the Earth's crust is not a static shell, but rather a dynamic layer that can shift over time due to gravitational forces and other factors. His hypothesis suggested that such shifts could lead to dramatic changes in climate and geography, potentially resulting in widespread destruction and the collapse of civilizations. This idea aligns closely with Dr. Chan Thomas's assertions in The Adam and Eve Story, where he emphasizes the cyclical nature of cataclysms and the potential for future upheavals driven by similar geological processes. Hapgood's work laid the groundwork for understanding how the Earth's physical changes could impact human history, providing a scientific basis for the notion that past civilizations may have faced catastrophic events that altered their course. In addition to Hapgood's theories, the significance of ancient flood myths across various cultures further supports the idea of cataclysmic events in Earth's history. From the biblical account of Noah's Ark to the Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh, many cultures have preserved stories of great floods that wiped out entire societies. These myths often serve as allegories for moral lessons, but also reflect a collective memory of real events that may have occurred in the distant past. Anthropologists and historians have noted that such flood narratives often coincide with geological evidence of significant flooding events, suggesting that these stories may be rooted in historical realities. The prevalence of these myths across diverse cultures indicates a shared human experience of catastrophic events, reinforcing the idea that such occurrences are not merely fictional, but rather integral to our understanding of civilization's history. Dr. Thomas's predictions of future cataclysmic events resonate with both Hapgood's theories and the ancient flood myths, creating a compelling narrative that connects the past with potential future scenarios. By examining the cyclical nature of cataclysms, Thomas suggests that humanity is on the brink of experiencing similar upheavals as those recorded in ancient texts. His work encourages readers to consider the lessons of history and the importance of preparedness in the face of potential disasters. The connection between these theories and the historical accounts of cataclysmic events serves as a reminder that the Earth is a dynamic entity, subject to forces beyond human control. The exploration of previous theories and evidence of cataclysmic events reveals a rich tapestry of ideas that inform our understanding of Earth's history. Charles Hapgood's theories on shifting crusts and pole shifts provide a scientific framework for understanding how geological changes can lead to societal upheaval. Meanwhile, the significance of ancient flood myths across cultures highlights the enduring impact of such events on human consciousness. Together, these elements connect seamlessly to Dr. Chan Thomas's predictions of future cataclysms, urging us to reflect on our place within this ongoing narrative. By recognizing the patterns of the past, we can better prepare for the challenges that lie ahead, acknowledging that the lessons of history may hold the key to navigating an uncertain future. The concept of a pole shift, a phenomenon where the Earth's magnetic poles change places, has intrigued scientists and theorists alike. To understand how such a shift could occur, it is essential to delve into the Earth's structure, particularly its molten layers and their role in the movement of land masses. The Earth is composed of several layers: the inner core, outer core, mantle, and crust. The inner core is solid, primarily made of iron and nickel, while the outer core is molten and fluid. Surrounding these layers is the mantle, which, although solid, behaves like a viscous fluid over geological timescales. This unique combination of molten and solid layers allows for the movement of tectonic plates, which float on the semi-fluid asthenosphere within the upper mantle. The movement of these tectonic plates is driven by convection currents in the mantle, where hotter, less dense material rises, cools, and then sinks back down. This process can lead to the gradual shifting of land masses over millions of years. However, in certain scenarios, these shifts can occur more rapidly, potentially leading to a pole shift. A rapid pole shift could be triggered by various factors, including significant geological events such as volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, or the redistribution of mass on the Earth's surface due to melting ice caps or large-scale tectonic activity. When these events occur, they can disrupt the balance of forces acting on the Earth's crust, leading to a sudden reorientation of the planet's magnetic field. The potential consequences of a rapid pole shift on civilization are profound and alarming. If such an event were to occur, it could result in dramatic changes in climate patterns, as the redistribution of the Earth's magnetic field could alter atmospheric circulation. This shift could lead to extreme weather events, including severe storms, droughts, and temperature fluctuations that could devastate agricultural systems and disrupt food supplies. Additionally, a rapid pole shift could have significant geological implications, including increased seismic activity and volcanic eruptions, as the Earth's crust adjusts to the new magnetic orientation. These geological upheavals could threaten infrastructure, displace populations, and lead to widespread chaos. To illustrate the process of a pole shift, engaging visuals or diagrams can be incredibly helpful. For instance, a diagram showing the Earth's layers can depict how the molten outer core interacts with the solid inner core and the mantle. Arrows can indicate the convection currents that drive tectonic plate movement, while another set of arrows can represent the potential shifts in magnetic poles. Additionally, a timeline could be included to show the gradual versus rapid shifts, highlighting the potential triggers and consequences of each scenario. The scientific basis for how a pole shift could occur is rooted in the Earth's complex structure and the dynamic processes that govern its behavior. The interaction between molten layers and solid land masses plays a crucial role in the movement of tectonic plates, which can lead to significant geological changes. The potential consequences of a rapid pole shift on civilization are dire, encompassing extreme weather, geological upheaval, and widespread disruption. By utilizing engaging visuals and diagrams, we can better understand the intricate processes involved in a pole shift and the implications it may hold for humanity. As we explore these concepts, it becomes clear that the Earth is a dynamic entity, and the forces at play within it can have far-reaching effects on our civilization. The possibility of past cataclysmic events is supported by a wealth of archaeological findings, geological evidence, and historical accounts that align with the claims made by Dr. Chan Thomas in The Adam and Eve Story. These pieces of evidence suggest that humanity has faced significant upheavals throughout its history, leading to the rise and fall of civilizations. One of the most compelling archaeological findings comes from various ancient sites around the world, where researchers have uncovered remnants of advanced societies that appear to have been abruptly abandoned or destroyed. For instance, the ruins of the ancient city of Mohenjo-Daro in the Indus Valley, which dates back to around 2500 BCE, show signs of sudden destruction, possibly due to flooding or seismic activity. The well-planned layout of the city, complete with advanced drainage systems, indicates a high level of sophistication, yet its abrupt end raises questions about the cataclysmic events that may have led to its downfall. Similarly, the archaeological site of Çatalhöyük in modern-day Turkey, one of the oldest known urban centers, provides evidence of a thriving civilization that faced significant challenges. Researchers have found layers of ash and debris, suggesting that volcanic eruptions or other natural disasters may have played a role in the community's decline. These findings align with Dr. Thomas's assertions that advanced civilizations have historically faced cataclysmic events that disrupt their progress and lead to their eventual collapse. The implications of global floods are also significant when discussing past cataclysmic events. Many cultures around the world have preserved flood myths that recount stories of great deluges that wiped out entire societies. These narratives, such as the biblical account of Noah's Ark and the Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh, often serve as allegories for moral lessons, but also reflect a collective memory of real events. Geological evidence supports the occurrence of massive flooding events in Earth's history, such as the end of the last ice age, when rising sea levels inundated coastal areas and altered landscapes. The Black Sea deluge hypothesis, for example, posits that a catastrophic flood occurred around 7,500 years ago, when the Mediterranean Sea breached the Bosporus Strait, leading to the rapid flooding of the Black Sea basin. This event could have inspired the flood myths that permeate various cultures, suggesting a shared human experience of cataclysm. Furthermore, geological evidence of past civilizations and their destruction provides additional support for the notion of cataclysmic events. The The study of sediment layers, fossil records, and ancient climate data reveals patterns of environmental change that coincide with the rise and fall of civilizations. For instance, the collapse of the Maya civilization in Central America has been linked to prolonged droughts, which were exacerbated by climate change and deforestation. Similarly, the decline of the Roman Empire has been attributed to a combination of environmental factors, including climate shifts and resource depletion, which led to societal instability and eventual collapse. The evidence supporting the possibility of past cataclysmic events is multifaceted, encompassing archaeological findings, historical accounts, and geological data. The remnants of advanced civilizations, such as Mohenjo-Daro and Çatalhöyük, provide insight into the abrupt disruptions that may have led to their decline. The significance of global floods, reflected in ancient myths and geological evidence, underscores the impact of such events on human history. Additionally, the geological evidence of environmental changes and their correlation with the destruction of civilizations further reinforces the idea that humanity has faced significant challenges throughout its existence. Together, these elements create a compelling narrative that aligns with Dr. Thomas's claims and invites us to reflect on the lessons of the past as we navigate the uncertainties of the future. Dr. Chan Thomas's theories, particularly those presented in The Adam and Eve Story, have sparked considerable debate and controversy within both the scientific community and the public sphere. While some individuals find his ideas compelling, many scientists have responded with skepticism, questioning the validity of his claims and the scientific rigor behind them. One of the primary criticisms leveled against Thomas's work is its reliance on speculative scenarios rather than empirical evidence. The scientific community generally demands rigorous methodologies, reproducible results, and peer-reviewed studies to substantiate claims. In contrast, Thomas's theories often lack the robust evidence required to gain acceptance among mainstream scientists. This discrepancy has led to a perception that his work falls into the realm of pseudoscience, a classification that encompasses ideas lacking empirical support and scientific credibility. Pseudoscience is characterized by claims that are presented as scientific, but do not adhere to the scientific method. This distinction is crucial when evaluating Dr. Thomas's theories, as many of his predictions about cataclysmic events and pole shifts, are not grounded in established scientific principles. For instance, while the concept of pole shifts is scientifically recognized, the extreme scenarios proposed by Thomas, such as rapid shifts leading to widespread destruction, are not supported by the consensus within the geological and climatological communities. Critics argue that while it is essential to explore unconventional ideas, they must be anchored in solid evidence and rigorous analysis to be taken seriously. Another significant point of contention is the lack of solid evidence for some of Thomas's more extreme predictions. While he draws on historical accounts and geological phenomena to support his claims, many of these connections are tenuous at best. For example, his assertions regarding the imminent occurrence of catastrophic events often rely on interpretations of ancient texts and myths, rather than concrete scientific data. While it is true that many cultures have recorded accounts of floods and disasters, the extrapolation of these narratives into predictions about future cataclysms lacks the empirical foundation necessary for scientific validation. This absence of solid evidence raises concerns about the credibility of his theories and their potential to mislead the public. Moreover, the sensational nature of some of Thomas's predictions has contributed to the controversy surrounding his work. The dramatic scenarios he presents can evoke fear and anxiety, leading to a heightened sense of urgency about potential disasters. Critics argue that such alarmism can detract from genuine scientific discourse and divert attention from pressing issues that require evidence-based solutions. In a world already grappling with challenges such as climate change, resource depletion, and geopolitical instability, the focus should be on actionable strategies grounded in scientific consensus rather than speculative theories that lack robust support. The criticisms and controversies surrounding Dr. Chan Thomas's theories highlight the tension between unconventional ideas and established scientific evidence. The scientific community's response to his claims has been largely skeptical, emphasizing the need for empirical support and adherence to the scientific method. The distinction between pseudoscience and accepted scientific evidence is crucial in evaluating the validity of his work, particularly given the lack of solid evidence for some of his more extreme predictions. While it is essential to explore new ideas and challenge conventional thinking, it is equally important to ground those explorations in rigorous scientific inquiry. As we navigate the complexities of understanding our planet and its history, a balanced approach that prioritizes evidence-based reasoning will ultimately serve us better than speculative theories lacking empirical support. Dr. Chan Thomas's predictions, particularly those concerning cataclysmic events and pole shifts, take on renewed relevance in today's context as we grapple with the complexities of Earth's changing environment. One of the most pressing issues is the current state of the Earth's magnetic field, which has been observed to be weakening over the past century. This decline raises questions about the stability of the magnetic field and its implications for life on Earth. The magnetic field serves as a protective shield against solar and cosmic radiation, and a significant weakening could expose the planet to increased levels of harmful radiation. Such exposure could have dire consequences for both human health and technological systems, including satellites and power grids. Dr. Thomas's theories about pole shifts and their potential impact on civilization resonate with these contemporary concerns, as they highlight the interconnectedness of Earth's geological and magnetic processes. In addition to the state of the magnetic field, the potential risks posed by solar activity cannot be overlooked. Solar flares and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, are natural phenomena that can disrupt communication systems, navigation, and even power grids on Earth. The increasing frequency and intensity of solar activity in recent years have raised alarms among scientists and policymakers alike. If a significant solar event were to coincide with a weakened magnetic field, the consequences could be catastrophic, leading to widespread technological failures and societal disruption. Dr. Thomas's warnings about the potential for cataclysmic events serve as a reminder of the vulnerabilities inherent in our modern, technology-dependent society. Moreover, climate change presents another layer of complexity to the discussion of preparedness for future events. The impacts of climate change are becoming increasingly evident, with rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and shifting ecosystems posing significant challenges to global stability. As temperatures rise and weather patterns become more erratic, the potential for natural disasters increases, further complicating the landscape of risk that humanity faces. Dr. Thomas's emphasis on the cyclical nature of cataclysms encourages us to consider the historical patterns of civilization's rise and fall in response to environmental changes. This perspective can help us understand the importance of resilience and adaptability in the face of ongoing climate challenges. Given these contemporary issues, it is crucial to encourage viewers to consider the importance of preparedness for future events. While Dr. Thomas's predictions may be viewed with skepticism by some, the underlying message about the need for vigilance and readiness remains pertinent. Preparedness can take many forms, from individual actions such as creating emergency plans and building community resilience to larger-scale initiatives aimed at addressing climate change and investing in sustainable technologies. By fostering a culture of preparedness, we can better equip ourselves to navigate the uncertainties of the future, regardless of whether they manifest as natural disasters, technological disruptions, or environmental shifts. The relevance of Dr. Chan Thomas's predictions in today's context is underscored by the current state of the Earth's magnetic field, the risks posed by solar activity, and the ongoing challenges of climate change. While his theories may be controversial, they prompt important discussions about the vulnerabilities of our civilization and the need for proactive measures. As we face an increasingly complex and interconnected world, the importance of preparedness cannot be overstated. By learning from the past and recognizing the potential for future cataclysms, we can work towards building a more resilient society, capable of weathering the storms that lie ahead. In this discussion, we have explored the intriguing theories of Dr. Chan Thomas, particularly those presented in his controversial book, The Adam and Eve Story. At the heart of his work lies the premise that human civilization is subject to cyclical cataclysms, driven by natural forces such as pole shifts and geological upheavals. Dr. Thomas posits that these cataclysmic events have occurred throughout history, leading to the rise and fall of advanced societies. His theories challenge us to reconsider our understanding of civilization's progress and the fragility of our achievements in the face of nature's unpredictable forces. We also examined the current state of the Earth's magnetic field and its implications for humanity. The weakening of this magnetic shield raises concerns about increased exposure to solar and cosmic radiation, which could have dire consequences for both human health and technological systems. Additionally, we discussed the potential risks posed by solar activity, such as solar flares and coronal mass ejections, which could disrupt our increasingly technology-dependent society. These contemporary issues underscore the relevance Dr. Thomas's predictions, as they remind us of the vulnerabilities we face in an ever-changing world. Furthermore, we highlighted the pressing challenges of climate change and its potential to exacerbate natural disasters and societal instability. Dr. Thomas's emphasis on the cyclical nature of cataclysms encourages us to learn from history and recognize the importance of resilience and adaptability in the face of environmental shifts. As we navigate these complexities, the need for preparedness becomes paramount, prompting us to take proactive measures to safeguard ourselves and our communities. As we wrap up this exploration of Dr. Chan Thomas's theories and their implications, we encourage you to engage with the content further. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, please consider subscribing to our channel for more insightful videos on related topics. By subscribing, you will stay updated on our latest content, which delves into the mysteries of our world, historical events, and the science behind them. We also invite you to like and share this video with friends and family who may be interested in these themes. Engaging in conversations about the cyclical nature of civilization, the impact of climate change, and the importance of preparedness can foster a greater understanding of the challenges we face as a society. Your support helps us reach a wider audience and encourages meaningful discussions about these critical issues. Additionally, we encourage you to explore related topics on our channel or website. We have a wealth of content that dives deeper into the scientific principles behind geological phenomena, the history of ancient civilizations, and the implications of modern environmental challenges. Whether you're interested in learning more about the Earth's magnetic field, the history of cataclysmic events, or strategies for preparedness, There is something for everyone. In conclusion, Dr. Chan Thomas's theories serve as a compelling lens through which we can examine the vulnerabilities of our civilization and the potential for future upheavals. By engaging with this content and exploring related topics, we can better equip ourselves to navigate the uncertainties of the future. Thank you for joining us in this discussion, and we look forward to continuing this journey of exploration and understanding together.